It's live and we're live on All Fin, the only podcast that goes all in on the Dolphins. And we're 5-1. It feels good to be here again. Skinny, how you feeling?
What do
As
you mean
always,
here again? It's been since like 2002. The fuck are you talking about? We were like 9.
here again. We did it once in 50 years ago.
Shout out to Shula and them boys. That's
Well,
it. The Niners fucking lost this weekend. The Eagles
yeah.
went down. Of course, that's
Pop
it.
the cork, boys.
Again,
Pop the
72
corks.
still stands.
Martin.
Nobody
Did you really get,
cares.
did
I'm
you really
sorry.
get
Nobody.
puzzled about that?
No one really cares about that record right now. But we're in
You know what you
2023.
do care about? Herbert losing again in the fourth quarter yesterday. I know you care about that.
Yeah,
Our resident Charger fan.
That was
Where's your
rough.
jersey at, Martin?
Nah, I just wore my Martyr shirt.
Why'd you say it? I just wore my ball short. Okay.
Nah, guys.
Let's get to it. Let's get into it.
Yeah, this Sunday's game was awesome. We had the Panthers this weekend. It started off slow, and it turned around for us. Skinny, give us your thoughts on the Panthers versus the Dolphins game. How did it go down, man?
Well, like I said last episode, it didn't go exactly how I had.
No,
said
no,
it was
that's
gonna
not
go.
at all. Nowhere near.
What do you mean
said.
at all? We
It
fucking
didn't.
won
Oh,
by
we're gonna
over 20.
Hey, hold up.
Martin,
We won
The words he used. Mollywop.
Hey, that was my words.
What was the score?
Hey, I
What
don't
was
care.
the score?
They were up 14-0. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
and that was
Go ahead.
cute and all, but guess what? We won 42 to what? 24? I don't know
21.
what that we won, but we won by
21.
over 20 points. We saw the twos. My dog Jaden Waddle got in the end zone. You know, I called everything, even though that play
Finally,
easily
man.
should have gone to fucking Tyreek.
It
I don't
should've.
know why he chose the hard route,
Mhm.
but hey, I called it. It's okay, Martin.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Ralph, did you see me sweat other than for being fat and it was hot? Was I sweating out there because I was nervous?
That was
He
enough.
He actually wasn't sweating that much because he had a fan around his neck.
I did.
So
I'm in full dad mode already.
He was
I'm in full
cooling.
dad mode already. That's it. I got my
That's
polos
it.
now. I'm over 30.
Martin.
What's that? The Jay-Z line?
Yeah, but you say
no,
it.
no,
Yeah, this guy.
You don't know it. What's the point of me
Martin,
saying
Martin,
it if you don't
Martin.
know it?
This is a show about the Dolphins. Who is
Guy-
Jay-Z? Move on.
The greatest rapper ever.
Martin,
Down
your
14-0. Down 14-0. I don't give a fuck. Who cares? I didn't care about that. That was pointless. It was just to say that they played a lot better than than he expected. Bryce Young played pretty good for it being obviously a winner's team. Thielen tore us up. I don't know what the hell that guy's on after getting let go by the Vikings, not getting re-signed. Look what he's doing for the Panthers and a young quarterback. They came up. You know, with a lot of adrenaline, I guess, and we came out with flat, and it was good. It was good to see because not only did they come out of nowhere and put 14 points, but we had to come back and not just mollywop, whatever you retards say. Them. And
Whoa. You can't say that word.
my bad. Sorry. I take it back. You mentally handicapped people. All right. Hey, shut up. Whatever.
Listen.
We technically killed him.
That's what I don't understand. It felt like that first quarter was an experimentation. Oh, Jesus, I can't even say the word. It was a practice period.
My word was right.
It was a practice period. Like, what are you doing with that toss back? Like, you were just trying to go out there and shit didn't work out. They came out hot. But that's it. Once the defense got settled in, it was all Dolphins.
Again, I'm not. There was nothing. There's not much to complain about this game other than coming down 14-0. Like, what else are you going to complain about other than maybe Tyreek Hill? Tyreek Hill should have been the one that got the touchdown instead of Jalen Water. I guess if you want to nitpick, we ran the ball like I've been hoping for consecutively for the last couple games, and hopefully that continues. That is the praise I have. I don't even care about the passing game. What we continue to do on the run game, and Austin Jackson is just putting up like a masterpiece through 6 weeks. I really cannot say anything bad.
Pro Bowl year, man.
Put it on the board.
Relax.
Nah, it was a great game, guys. I feel like you slowed down at the beginning. You started off slow. Sorry, 14-0. But then everybody woke up. Like I said, we practically killed them. Adam Thielen, man, old reliable. old reliable. I gotta agree with Skinny on that one. I'm saying a lot again. Sorry about that. But I'm gonna go with Skinny on this one. Skinny takes it. I'm going back to that.
Thank
Skinny
you.
1-0.
1-0
Let's
for
move
now.
on, guys. Let's get into the flop. What was your flop of this game? Let's start with Martin. Martin, what do you got?
I guess if you want to again bring out anything negative, it had to be the how flat we came out. I guess it's just for me it's just things didn't work in the first two drives. It looks like we were just getting settled in the first two drives on offense and defense. So I really again I'm not trying to be negative because I don't think there's much to be negative about. But if anything, it's that because to me, Bryce Young did look good throughout the game. Like I don't think he ever felt pressure. Although there was a couple sacks, like I don't think he looked rattled out there. Although we were getting to him, so I guess that is what you expect from the defense to make sure the rookie quarterback you're playing on an 0-6 team or 0-5 team looks rattled. I didn't see that. So if you want me to pick anything, it's that he looked poised.
Absolutely, yeah, I'm with you on that. I guess if we have to go with a flop, you know what? I know exactly who I'm going to pin this on. I'm going to go Eli Apple. I am starting to get annoyed by this guy. I'm curious as to why the rookie hasn't gotten some playing time just yet. Eli Apple seems to be, I get it. You're a cornerback. Nobody wants to get beat deep on a double move for a touchdown. But this guy leaves everyone so wide open on every play. And I don't understand it. It seems like he's just terrified of playing a little aggressive because he doesn't want to get beat. And as we've noticed, nobody is testing Xavier Howard. Zero. So you already know you got to start making some plays and playing a little bit tighter on your side. And he is getting roasted left and right, even though Cater got some of it too. But it's Adam Thielen. This guy is a savvy veteran, knows how to get open, and he's going to make plays. But Jesus, if I got to say an L to somebody, definitely Eli Apple, bro. I can't.
Adam Thielen is reliable, but stop mentioning his name in this damn freaking show, man. It's an all Dolphins podcast.
It's the one guy that cooked us.
Get this guy out of here.
It's the one guy that cooked us, bro.
Going back to Eli Apple, because I've had this conversation with you. When we saw Cam Smith in the preseason, bro, he looked amazing. He's super aggressive. He could play press. He's fast, so it's not likely he'll get burnt. I mean, he's a rookie, so it's possible. But dude, Cam Smith looks nice. He makes plays on special teams.
He had to have fucked Vic's daughter or something.
So that's okay to say, but I couldn't. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. But yeah, no, I don't get it. It could just be a trust thing, or because there's no way, as you mentioned in training camp, this guy was making a play every day, either deflections, interception, and for you to just not even get some playing time, he got some snaps in the fourth quarter, but meaningless snaps. Like he's just out there going through the motions. Put this guy in, Eli Apple, and now I'm not going to say for the entire season because he has shown some games where he's played well. But, dude, come on, make some adjustments. Like, if you see this guy's killing you and he's stopping routes 5 yards short because you're playing him so back, tighten the fuck up.
Maybe it's just a rookie thing. They want to see the phases and see how, he keeps his composure throughout. Like a lot of rookies, when they get benched, they get frustrated. They're like, where's my playing time? Maybe they want to see a more personality thing. Again, because talent-wise, I don't know why the hell he's not out there. That I don't know. Eli Apple was even a late free agent because of Jalen Ramsey's injury. So it wasn't like he came into the offseason like, all right, I'm going to be on the team. It was a pickup. So I am puzzled by the move, but at the end of the day, you want to have as many veterans out there. When you have Kohu out there, you don't have Jalen Ramsey. Your safety's up in the air every week of who the hell is going to be. Because, again, they keep saying they're still not sold. It's just they haven't found the guy to settle into that position. So, I don't know. I would love to see him at safety if they don't want to put him at corner. I think he would be a good safety, to be honest. But I don't know.
Speaking of safeties, where's Brandon Jones?
Where is Javon Holland?
Blitz boy. That guy.
Javon Holland has been solid. Come on.
No, Javon.
Yeah, Javon
Holland. No, I know. It's just I'm so used to his big play after big play after big play that the last two games I don't think he's really put on too many. So I was like, where is this guy? I even had to look at his stats. I was like, what would this guy end up doing? And he had 3 solo tackles, whatever. Again, I'm not knocking him. That is one of my favorite players on the defense by far. But I'm just like, I'm looking to see who's stepping up in these key situations. But we're playing the Panthers and the Giants the last 2 weeks. I want if he waited all these last 2 weeks, so do it versus the Chiefs and versus the Eagles, then whatever. It is what it is. I'm looking forward to this upcoming game. But yeah, the only one that's missing, put a milk carton for the guy that's being saved this year. Jason Sanders has not been put any pressure because that guy has not to kick any field goals this season. That guy's getting a free paycheck right now.
When he comes up, if no one got you, Jason Sanders got you. That's all you need to know. Moving on, we're gonna go talk about our MVP for this game versus the Panthers. I'm doing it again, but whatever. Let's start with you, Martin. Who was your MVP?
The guy that I've been waiting to get his touches since last year, Raheem Mostert. Easy. 17 carries, 117 yards, 15 yards, whatever on the ground. I think he had a couple catches, 3 touchdowns. I mean, I forget that stat because even without those stats, you're still like, oh, very good game. 3 touchdowns again. Yep. That's 11 on the season, bro. That guy, all he needed was the opportunity. I get it. Everybody loves the new shiny toy. This year's new shiny toy. Last year was Tyreek Hill. This year is Achane. Mostert is very good. If not, I don't want to say elite yet. He'll get his chance to prove it himself. 6 weeks in, I think he leads the league in touchdowns and by a long stretch.
11 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think he's up by like 4 or 5 touchdowns on McCaffrey.
No, I think McCaffrey has like 10 or 9 or some shit. But then the next one is 7 with I think Achane or whoever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I wanted to go Tyreek, man, but I think Tua played a masterful game. Sure, Martin, he had a couple throws where he set somebody up, but like, he was just letting it rip. I only saw the one deep ball to Waddle. That one, yeah, but he was there. They're up by 20 and they're just out there slinging it. Sometimes you're gonna get caught in the crosshairs. It is what it is. But Tua was after those first 2 drives. Once we got that first touchdown going in, and what a beautiful play design by McDaniel on the end around pass to Mostert. Yep. Clean block over there by Smythe and walk-in touchdown. Literally, this offense is rolling, man. I am so excited to see what they can do this Sunday.
That's the thing. I want to see it versus a good team.
Exactly.
That's what I want.
Exactly.
Game, man. And I think it's going to happen. If we continue to run the ball, we will see this offense continue to do what they're doing. If they stop running the ball at whatever point after 6 carries, we don't have 100 yards, never mind. Stop running, then we're not going to be good and we're not going to beat the Eagles. If we continue, we stick with it, we'll be fine.
Well, Skinny, I called it. I told you Tua was going to be MVP this week. The guy looks really...
It doesn't matter what you think.
The guy looks really comfortable out there, man. He's scanning the field. He's reading things really quick. I don't know what else to say. It's just really, really crazy how this offense is clicking right now. Hopefully they keep it clicking the rest of the way. And like you said, Martin, hopefully we could get it going against a good team. So let's move on. Skinny, what was the next segment?
Turning point.
Turning point. Martin, let's start with you. What was your turning point for the game?
Our first touchdown after their 14 points. That was, again, it was surprising to everyone. I didn't, obviously I wasn't at the game. I'm not a true fan. But I heard people were booing and talking shit after 14 points up. So
there were no boos. There were no boos.
All right, boos. Sorry, but people were, acting.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, of course it's gonna happen.
There's a lot of chat in the stands.
Easily our first touchdown after at least getting our first stop, getting our first touchdown, getting everything settled back in. Our offense got going from there, and it didn't stop. It really did it. And let's not forget that D-line has last 2 games. Again, I want to see it versus a good Eagles have the best O-line in the league. If we can get any pressure on Jalen Hurts, I will be happy because that's not something that's normal. The Jets did it. They have a very good defense. Will we be as good? Let's see.
Well, my turning point for this game, I'm going to go with Christian Wilkins' sack. I believe they were driving down. It was still close, 21-14, and they were driving around midfield. On 3rd down, he gets a big sack, and from there, the offense kept on and extended the lead to 14. And from there, it was all Dolphins again, man. It was complete domination, bro. But like we said, it's the same thing we keep repeating in these episodes. We want to see them do this stuff against a good team. Yeah, the defensive line has been eating the last 2 weeks versus the Panthers, versus the Giants. And these are teams that they should be doing it against. But now you're playing possibly the best offensive line in the NFL.
Without
And
Lane Johnson, I'll say that. So let's see.
that is a major key.
Well, what was
definitely.
your turning point in the game?
Christian Wilkins sack in the third quarter. After that, it literally stalled all momentum for them. Once we took that 14-point lead,
I guess so,
in the second half, it was all us. You know, they didn't even, I don't think, got close to the red zone after that. But yeah,
I would say honestly, like if we can somehow continue to put pressure or start to put pressure on Jalen Hurts, is the only way we're gonna have any. Like again, this past 2 weeks we've had a couple sacks, and it's been coming from Wilkins. It's been coming from the players that we haven't seen anything. Chubb and Wilkins have actually got numbers the last 2 weeks. They haven't done nothing the weeks before. Are they gonna keep doing it these next 2 weeks versus or the next 2 games versus these good teams, these elite teams that you want to beat to make make a name for yourself in the league? Because right now we have too much hype. I don't like it. I don't think the stats mean shit. I feel like you need to prove something in order to back up the stats. The stats, are great for media, but nobody at the end of the day, it's wins and losses. That's all that matters. And it's gonna be a big test. Going to Philly and playing them there, it's not gonna be easy.
you guys
go, Ralph.
I was gonna say you guys are really ready for Philly, man. Like you guys have mentioned Philly a lot before we could even touch what we're gonna talk about in the game. Philly special, bro.
Because this game meant nothing. Once we already took the lead, all right, we're walking through, and we're doing what the players we should never do is look ahead. Take every game by game, but we already know this offense is super explosive. It's already setting records. Tua was number one in a lot of stats, but we know all of this means nothing if you can't beat a team that you're going to see down the stretch, man. And this team loves to talk February. I don't know. They've mentioned it multiple times, and they're talking playoffs and Super Bowl. So if you want us to buy into that shit, you better do it and show up against these teams. But now let me ask you guys a question. Is this game a must win?
If you got spanked versus the Bills, you need to. This will be our first marquee win, no? So I think you need to win this one. Yeah, I feel, because I don't know if the Chiefs is going to be a tougher game in my opinion. So you got to win one of them, and I feel like this one. I think this one will be easier to win than the Chiefs game, in my opinion. I don't know. I feel like this is the must win, because if not, you're going 5-3 if you lose the next 2.
I would say it's not critical because you're so ahead now with 6 wins. Yeah, you're not, but you are. You're not, but you are. It's not a divisional game either, so it's not going to hurt you as bad. Now, I would say it would hurt you, yes, Martin, because it's not a big win if you don't get it or you do get it, whatever. But they did just lose to the Jets. They got exposed, so you need to capitalize on that.
Yeah, if the Jets beat them and you don't beat them, what does that tell you?
Yeah, that's why I lean more a little bit to your side when you say that. But I don't think it'll set us back in any way.
And another reason why I say it's a big thing is because last year, we were on a roll where I think we went five games, and then we played San Francisco and we got waxed.
Derailed.
Yeah. You're playing another elite team. And it's like you need to keep up. Maybe you don't have to win, but you need to keep it close. You need to make it a good game. Like you can't just go out there and lose by 20 points like you did or 20 something points like you did with the Bills. You need to be in this game. You need to show. Look, if we lose, it's by a field goal. Maybe like a late game turnover. It happens, whatever. But like if you're like, they going into the fourth quarter is not a game, or one of those situations, then yes, I feel like it's not only a loss. It's just it puts a stamp on like we're not ready. We're not ready.
See, that's more where I stand. I think we can go to Philly, give a good showing, show we can hang, and I'll be okay with it.
You'll be okay with it, but overall, does that, because the fan is okay with it, Does it make sense? Because again, everybody's talking like you're saying. They're mentioning Vegas. They're mentioning February. They're mentioning playoffs, and they're playing a playoff team, a Super Bowl team that went. I mean, a team that went to the Super Bowl, and you can't, you can't one up them. It's just why are we ranked so high? I think we were like, if it
No, no,
wasn't
no,
for
no, no.
that,
Let me stop you there, Martin, because the rankings came out with the Buffalo Bills having 2 losses, and we were still behind them, I believe. So
they
don't
whooped
even.
us.
because
They
I
whooped
lost to
us.
understand
yeah.
that, but come on, but the type of losses that they have to the type of teams that they've lost to, those are teams you got to take care of. So that
They
means we could
whooped
come
us.
out any given Sunday and come and whoop their ass as well. And we almost did it in the playoffs with Skylar Thompson out there. So come on.
Ralph, listen to a fucking
Different team.
breaking news. Breaking news. Ralph makes a great point. Chiefs played Denver last week, squeaked by.
Yep.
Giants just
Thursday
got
games
saved.
are always different for
Just
some
got
reason.
saved.
Divisional games. Too.
Well, that's how it is. If you go to Philly, you play a good game versus them. And this is another thing. I'm a little nervous. I don't think Xavier Howard might play this week.
Yeah, might not play.
The
Yeah.
groin starts lingering up, and you're literally now coming into a team that's it could be a shootout, and you're gonna have to go score for score. This game is gonna come down to the trenches, I believe.
Yeah, but that's
whatever.
The thing. I don't. I think for some reason these games get bigger than McDaniel. McDaniel's when it comes to it. For some reason he gives up the run. Like he gives up on the run. He thinks he needs to put the ball in Tyreek's hand, Tua's hand to win a game when it's not the truth. Like our running backs have shown that they're capable of putting up yards, putting up points, putting you in good position to set up passing game. If he goes away from it, I'm sorry. Once I see that happen, I have no faith in anything he does. The game is over. We're not gonna go into Philly and beat them without a run game. I don't care what anybody says. Call me an idiot.
Not at all. You got
Call me a
physical.
non-Darbers fan.
But like I mentioned, look what the Jets just did.
I will
The
call
Jets
you a
just played
non-Dolphins fan,
physical.
though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Well, whatever. Moving on. Yeah, they ran the ball. They played physical. They were containing
Right now, the Jets
Jalen
are a more
Hurts.
physical team than we are. I will say that they're a more physical team than
Defensively,
we are.
at least.
100%.
The team overall is more physical than we are right now.
No, and the Eagles are probably the most physical team, if not the Bills, in the NFL right now. So if you got again, I'm gonna say it just like I said the Bills game: protection, physical at the line. That's the only way you're gonna win the game. Like Skinny said, in the trenches. That's the only way. The only luck we might have, and I don't know if he's playing or not.
Is Connor playing?
Lane Johnson might be out, right?
That's
the
thing.
Lane Johnson's most likely out for a couple weeks, if not longer.
So
and like I was about to say, like that's what's making me nervous, that they're thinking so far ahead, playoff run, this and that I feel like they're gonna try to play it safe with a lot of these injuries. And obviously Xavier has been dealing with his groin for fucking 4 years now, so you kind of already think it's best to rest him, because every time that flares up, he's only gotten worse and worse and worse.
Hey, watch the word flare.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right. Fuck, I forgot.
Go ahead.
And Connor might need another week to get to 100%, and it just seems like that's going to be the route the coaches are going to be taking for this.
Mm-hmm.
And do I expect us to beat Philly not being 100%, missing some key players? I just don't right now, man. And it's already a hostile environment. You're going up. I will literally be happy just seeing them compete and showing a good outing.
I like Martin's point. I'm sorry, Martin, but I like your point about the game gets too big for McDaniels, and you mentioned coaching as well, Skinny. The thing with that is I don't feel like he thinks he has to put the ball in Tua's hands or anybody else's hands. I just feel like he gets figured out at some point, and he needs to go back to the basics. Like you said, run the ball. And it'll open up everything else for you. So that was just my point on that. So
right now, I don't think we've played a coach that can stop or game plan against McDaniel. I think McDaniel just is too smart for his own good. I honestly don't think he's a bad coach in any facet. Like I don't think he does mistakes, but I think he overanalyzes certain things, and that's why he stops the running. He does these forward going on fourth down when I don't think it's necessary. There's certain like situations. Again, he's still a young coach. He's gonna learn. Those things growing pains are gonna come along, and that's fine. I just feel like he is his biggest challenge. Stop, get back to running the ball, setting up your plays, setting up your pass plays. Bro, you have guys like Tyreek Hill and Waddle, and they're gonna be there. But you have guys like, don't forget that your O-line's playing as great as it is right now. Give them a balanced attack that they don't have to sit back there and just block. You go, let them have some fun. Let them go, beat some people up, and they're gonna play a very good D line this week. So they might not beat people up, but make sure they're not just getting beat up and being bum rushed all game, because Jalen Carter is playing. I don't even know how high he's ranked right now, but I know on pressures, he's on QB pressures. He's pretty up there.
Speaking of getting beat up, man, shout out to Liam Eichenberg, man. Played his first great game this past Sunday. Good shit, man. Well. I can't say anything else but good shit, man. He must have heard us or something.
He did play well. There were just a couple bats, but I don't think that's something in his control. But good name drop from Martin for Jalen Carter there. Dominant force, but I think we might have gotten lucky. He's been on the injury report. I don't know. I don't think he played for the Jets. I think he got hurt with practice right before game day, or a couple days right before, and I think he's going to be missing this one as well, possibly on the IR. But like, they might have some key players out. It's going the same way, man. The
DBs are we need to attack their DBs. They've had so many injuries in the secondary that they haven't really been able to gel together. Again, I'm going off topic going to the Eagles, but their weakest part of their defense right now is DB. So if we find flaws and he wants to take advantage of it, cool. But just don't forget that the running game is probably the number one running game in the league right now, right? If I'm mistaken, why are you going to steer away from your number one running game in the league? Not division,
because you also have the number one passing game.
But you don't. Doesn't mean you.
I get it. No, I'm with you. My thing.
No, don't be with me.
The thing with McDaniel is, I think he's quick to hit the panic mode.
That's what I'm saying.
So if you get a couple runs and shit doesn't seem to be working, and he's quick to be like, all right, fuck it, I guess I gotta throw the ball. I gotta do something else. I gotta do this now. So and then
I feel like he gets cute, man. He gets super cute. Super cute.
He tries to do some other shit. And my biggest knock on this offense, and it could be him as well, is our third and short game. Like, are you serious? We're literally about to go face a team that's gonna just push their quarterback to get 7 first down on us when it's 3rd and 1, but we can't fucking get a fullback dive. We can't get a quarterback sneak. We can't do any of this. Obviously, quarterback sneaks out of the picture.
I love Ingold.
No, stop it.
Why are we not using him?
Stop it.
I love Ingold.
You're getting really fucking disrespectful right now.
We're not using him all the time. We're not using him as often on those short yardage plays. We don't use him. We don't use them.
They don't. But
all right, so what am I saying? I'm not saying anything wrong.
He's out there to be a Terminator, man.
No,
he's out there to terminate people.
When he's out there, he's doing his part, and he's even tackling his own player. He's even tackling Raheem Mostert this week.
I saw that boy out there. Brick wall.
Wait. Clear something up. I never said I'm knocking him. I'm like, why isn't he being used in those situations? I'm not saying nothing that I love that guy. When we signed him, I was like, that is a great pickup. I watched him with the Raiders. He was a great player. I'm saying we should use him like all the time, especially in short yardage plays. We don't have a Derrick Henry that could just, or Jalen Hurts at quarterback that could just sneak it in. Like, we don't have that. We have a little petite quarterback, and that needs, protection.
That's a number one quarterback
sorry.
in the league. All right, go fuck yourself.
He can't do a tush push.
Yeah, because he has no tush. But I'm okay. Nah, he got tush, boy. Remember, Ryan Clark says he's thick.
Well, Pam, are we gonna just do it? Let's do it. What's your score predictions for this Sunday Night Football? Get hype, baby.
Start with that guy.
That guy.
Sunday night game. How's the weather? Everybody know?
It's nighttime.
It's fucking tornado.
All right, Jalen Hurts. All right, this is gonna be tough, but I'm gonna predict a loss this game. I'm saying, wow. This is 17-28 Eagles.
I'm going to also predict a loss this week. I'm going to go 31-27 Eagles. They're house man, dominant team. We're banged up right now. Coming off a loss to a fucking bad Jets team. Maybe we get lucky. The key to winning will, like I said, trenches, if we can get some good blocks and we get pressure on Hurts. But I think if we get off to a lead early and apply the pressure, then maybe we could switch it up. But
If we stay at a balanced attack, I think we win. If we literally balance game, I think we win. Although I'm sticking with my prediction. I think if we'll have a much better game. It'll be a much closer game. Let me just say, if we keep with
you
the
look
balance.
like you can't, like you're so fucking constipated on the toilet right now. What is that?
Because I'm just puzzled. I'm confused on how a podcast that's called All Fin just took 2 L's from a Dolphins fan and a guy.
Hey,
you pointed Dolphin fan.
I'm
you
excused.
to the wrong guy.
I'm excused. I'm excused.
Whatever.
I'm the neutral.
Dolphins 21-0. I'm leaving it at that, and I'm leaving you guys. I am disappointed.
Hey, hold up. Don't forget to comment, share, subscribe, and please tell Ralph to shut the hell up.
That was terrible.